Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are going to be mining diamonds. Oh!
The backrooms have fundamentally been ruined. Here's how. As we all know, when something reaches fame on the internet, often it'll become saturated and used as a trend by people who don't understand the actual concept of it. Unfortunately, this is exactly what's happened to the backrooms in recent time. What all started as an incredibly creepy and unique 4chan post has ended in some weird sci-fi, overcomplicated mess. But how did this happen, and why are children obsessed with it now? Well, let's talk about that. I'm sure you're all familiar with the original Backrooms post, but if you're not, I'm gonna read it out. On May 14th of 2019, an anonymous user posts this picture. Text reading, "If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you." And that was it. That was all we had. And it was perfect. The backrooms had maintained relative popularity on the internet, with people discussing them and making theories about them, and even some animations. It was still relatively obscure. The popularity was gaining, and there were more and more things being made about it. There were communities that started to form, talking about different things about the backrooms. For example, people were talking about ways to survive it, or to escape it, or different creatures that may live there, because the original post has an implication that something else is there with you. What works about the backrooms, just as a concept, is how open-ended it is, and how it uses an existential sort of horror, rather than just monsters coming to get you. The idea of just no-clipping out of reality is something that's so unnerving, yet so unique and well done. When fans of the backrooms started to expand the lore a bit, we got things like different tiers of the backrooms. At the time, I was really interested in everything that was going on and all these new developments, because people were taking other liminal space type pictures and kind of incorporating them into the backrooms lore, which I'll talk about later, but it was an interesting start. In 2020, one of the first backrooms found footage videos released, and this was by the YouTube channel Dinnerbone777. Here, just check this out. It is so simple, and it's so bare bones, but it's really, really cool. I remember seeing this when it came out, and I thought it was really, really creepy, and the digital camera effect in the CGI environment is done incredibly well. I don't know how they did it, but it really looks like they're there. If you read the description, it says that it was recorded on January 1st, 2000, which could lead it to being part of a Y2K sort of thing, but I don't know. The rest of the description just reads the original 4chan post. Dinnerbone released more Backrooms videos in this same style. The next one, Backrooms 2, released in September of 2020. This video shows someone finding a computer, turning it on, and then watching YouTube, which looks like it's probably from around 2015 to 17, just judging by the UI. They watch a video of someone singing, possibly? I don't know, it's hard to see. Some sort of karaoke thing. It then cuts to someone doing karaoke of the same song, although in a much more easy to understand way. Art was being made, icebergs were being made, more and more people were throwing their hat into the ring and being creative with this whole concept. It stayed relatively within the same realm of the original concept. Dinnerbone made a few more videos, and then more and more of these found footage backroom videos would come out, and usually they were really, really impressive. They all had either a digital or analog camera effect, which made it actually really believable looking in the CGI environments. So, needless to say, more and more people were becoming acquainted with the backrooms and finding interest in it. Some of the more popular liminal space pictures were turned into backroom levels, which is kind of cool to see as someone who's very into liminal space and that whole subgenre of pictures with weird core and trauma core and whatever else is there. I love that stuff, so it was kind of cool to see these iconic pictures being turned into Backrooms levels and given their own descriptions and even monsters. For example, the partygoers. These were these odd little yellow characters with balloons that would try to lure you in with a party and a cake and then kill you. They inhabited the fun level, which is really just based off of this one liminal space picture that I've always been just fascinated in because of how unnerving and strange it is. You can tell these characters are knockoffs of popular characters. I can assume there's Mickey Mouse, Homer Simpson, and then SpongeBob. But they're so completely off. Like, they don't even really try to make them look like the originals. It's so unnerving, and it's so creepy, and I love it. The inclusion of the partygoers and other creatures made it a little less scary in my opinion, despite them having creepy designs. Something about there being these monsters and this like alternate Stranger Things-esque reality kind of made it feel less creepy. Because for me and a lot of other people, what was really terrifying about the Backrooms was the solidarity of it and the mystery of it, giving more explanation as to what it is and all these different places, how to survive them, giving you almond water and all that stuff, kind of made it less scary, but it was still kind of interesting to see the evolution of this concept. There was one video that really made the Backrooms mainstream, and that video is called The Backrooms Found Footage by Kane Pixel. I'm sure everyone watching this video has already seen it, but if you haven't, it's a video that shows a VHS tape that starts off with some kids making an indie movie, so to say, with a monkey, and it's very silly, it's really cool, and it looks like it's actually filmed on an old camera. The description states that this takes place in 1996, which has been nailed in this video. Our cameraman walks back a little bit and then no clips into the Backrooms. The CGI is phenomenal, the effects are really good, and the general atmosphere is really cool. Our protagonist ends up finding writings on the wall, but then, eventually, ends up getting chased by an evil creature who's trying to kill him. The design of this creature alone is pretty unnerving. Upon my first time watching it, I thought it kind of resembled the troll face a little bit, like, sort of. The protagonist then falls into that classic liminal space living room, goes up the stairs, finds that Holiday Inn hotel liminal space picture, among just a bunch of other really cool set pieces. However, the monster catches up with him, grabs him, and then the camera falls back to Earth, which is then retrieved, and this is allegedly, you know, where we find this tape, how this all happens. So, incredible video. Super well done. Perfectly captures the Backrooms. So what's the problem? Well, nothing, really. It's an incredible video, and it's clear that the creator, Kane Pixels, who was only like 17 at the time of making it, really understood what made the Backrooms creepy. This video is now sitting at 43 million views. Now, since then, he's made many more Backrooms videos, and I've only watched a few of them. I'm not fully caught up with the lore, but a lot of them include these yellow hazmat suit characters going in on missions through the Backrooms, and that also adds lore as to how it's an experiment, and all these different things. And that's great, because this, to me, exists in its own Kane Pixels Backrooms universe. His series kind of sets out to explain it and give more lore to it. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. However, in my personal opinion, this series affected the Backrooms in a way that was probably not expected, because when there's something big, everyone's gonna jump on it. And this video was big. Tons of YouTubers started talking about it. Of course, MatPat was on there. All these gaming YouTubers were talking about it. People were making fan games, people were making Gmod things, people were making VR experiences, all these different things inspired specifically by this series. And rightly so, it makes sense. But the main enemy of the Backrooms really arose here, and that is children. Bear with me for a second. This sounds mean, but a lot of the time when something makes it big on the internet, its child fan base will sometimes ruin it. This is a lot due in part to the YouTubers who cover it, expose it to their young audiences, who then don't really grasp the concepts that are involved, and it ends up becoming really diluted, because then other YouTube children's content creators will make videos on this topic, with, for example, children's characters involved, or just some clickbait bullshit that kids are gonna watch, and then that's where more their perception of whatever concept it is comes from, which then just waters it down and makes the entire thing a shell of its former self. Look, I'm sorry, to all the kids watching, you're cool, don't worry, I don't hate you. But it's just a general trend that I've seen many times over the internet, and it's unfortunate to see. So, Kane Pixels blows up, keeps making all these videos, and then so does everyone else. Tons of more Backrooms found footage videos were made. More and more expansion comes from this one little idea, to the point where it completely lost its identity. No longer was it just you alone, with millions and millions of miles of office space in your way. No, now there are enemies, now there are sort of governments down there are survivors, there are tons of monsters, there are ways to survive and ways to escape, there are ways to no-clip back to reality, there are so many different things. It's a cool concept, and it would work great as a game or a movie, but the Backrooms themselves aren't really the main focus anymore. That might sound weird, but that's how I view it. Where the concept of just the Backrooms kind of lost its novelty because we all got used to it, people had to add creatures and monsters, and now those are the main focus of the Backrooms, explaining where all these different anomalies come from and everything like that. Whereas the actual horror of being alone in this creepy space has been lost. The fact that videos like I Found Huggy Wuggy with Sonic and Pingu in the Backrooms exist at all is just, it's disappointing, and it's just like, what the hell happened to you, Backrooms? You used to be so cool. Now you're a daycare. Like, this stuff it's for babies. A lot of it is well animated, but it's just the fundamental concept, and the reason that these videos have so many views is not because they're original creative pieces, it's because there's popular kids characters in a familiar location that kids have heard about on YouTube, so they watch it. The Backrooms, they were in Fortnite. They were in Fortnite, and they were officially advertising them in Fortnite. In Fortnite. The Backrooms were in Fortnite. That's a point where you've reached popularity to an extent where you can't be niche anymore. You're in Fortnite. Look, with all due respect to Fortnite, I play with my friends. It's a fun game, but come on now. I don't want to specifically like call out any YouTube channels for kids that do what they do with this Backrooms concept, but I'm going to act out what it's like so you guys really just understand the level of brain dead content that's going on here.
Yo, oh my god guys, Among Us and Roblox is in the Backrooms. Let's look at this right now. Oh my god guys, that's Poppy Playtime from Poppy Playtime in the Backrooms with Sonic and Ugandan Knuckles. Oh my god guys, this is crazy. What is he gonna do? Oh my god guys, look at that monster. I wonder how we could survive this Backrooms level, guys.
Did you know that 91.3% of you aren't subscribed?
Bruh.
We should change that. Subscribe. It's completely free. You can always unsubscribe if you don't want to.
Oh my god. Guys, if you think you could survive the Backrooms, you won't survive unless you hit the like button and subscribe in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you gonna survive the Backrooms? I sure am.
Do you want to join my free gift card giveaway? Well then subscribe to the channel, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment giveaway.
Oh my god guys, they added... Roblox Happy Fun Friends to the Backrooms. Oh my god guys, this is so scary. This is so scary guys. What are we gonna do? Like and subscribe or else this creature is gonna show up in your bedroom tonight, guys. I don't want you guys to get hurt, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, there's an Among Us in the Backrooms. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna vent? Or is he gonna kill someone? Oh my god, guys. Oh my...
It's bullshit. It's just brain dead. It's nothing content. It's just nothing, and children's minds are being filled with nothing. And it's really unfortunate. These people are ruining cool horror stuff, but they're also just making nothing content that contributes nothing to society and only serves to line their pockets. I'm not out to make friends this video, I'm out to be honest. I personally don't want to pledge my loyalty to the original picture and the original lore, because honestly, if it's a cool concept and it's entertaining, then I'm down. But what's happened to the Backrooms now, just genuinely, it's not good anymore. And it's sad to see one of the internet's most cool and captivating subjects just deteriorate and rot and be essentially ruined by the people who love it. From my point of view, the next stepping point is digital horror as a subgenre, because it hasn't been ruined yet. It's still very obscure. You know, at some point, it probably will be taken over by little kids, just like analog horror was, just like the Backrooms were, just like Friday Night Funkin', just like Five Nights at Freddy's, etc. etc. But for those who are wanting something that is still a bit niche and still has that really genuine creepiness to it, check out some digital horror content. I made a video on it which kind of explains it. It's a good video. I'd highly recommend checking it out. But this has all taught me one very specific thing. It's to enjoy these different niche horror things while they last, while they're still creepy, while they're still fresh, before they've been ruined by money-hungry YouTubers and their toddler audiences. Honestly, people might hate me for saying this type of stuff, and that's okay. It's my personal opinion. I'm not saying this is fact, even though it kind of is. But regardless, I'm just some guy on the internet. Alright, so that wraps it up for this video on the Backrooms, and yeah, I might lose subscribers for this, but I want to hear your opinions on this, because I definitely may have been a little controversial. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you kind of agree? Do you kind of disagree? I don't know, let me know. I think this is the first video where you see me complain. If you want me to make more complaining videos, then by all means, let me know. I might make more, but I probably won't. Let me know if there's another topic like this that you'd like to see me cover. This video was originally going to be kind of about how the internet and YouTube mostly just kind of changed horror games, really, because it's like they went from trying to be scary to trying to be Five Nights at Freddy's with lore and, you know, map-patability. So that concept kind of just turned into this, but honestly, that might also become a video of its own. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. If you've made it this far, you have been a great audience member, and I appreciate you. And happy holidays to everyone watching, because this is going to be coming out, I think, on December 23rd. So it's Hanukkah, and there's like a few days till Christmas. So yeah, if you're not watching within that time period, just happy day, I guess. All about positivity here. But yeah, fan art, I am not caught up. This is some here. I might have missed yours, and if I did, I'm sorry. This one's cool. This one's in person. I got this in person. It's legit. So see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. So long. Good night.